forces at your disposal.
What's up, guys? It's Fake Thriller, and today I'm bringing you a gold run on the Starcraft 2 challenge mission, Covert Ops. The mission itself is actually a lot more intimidating, and it seems a lot more difficult than it actually is. I know when I first tried to do this, it probably took me probably about a dozen tries before I sort of realized I was doing it wrong. And I'm going to try and give you some advice and help you guys get through it for those of you who might be having some trouble. So the first thing I like to do is group up my ravens as in a hotkey 1 and the ghosts in a hotkey 2. And the first thing I do is just move my ghosts after I cloak them into this middle area here. And then follow up with the ravens by just spamming the auto turrets everywhere. It's very straightforward, very simple, and it gets a lot done. The next thing I do is I call in the first nuke, and that's the way this is going to work. Is you're going to just sort of walk through and shoot at everything while you can, and when you find a big cluster of enemies, you're going to drop a nuke on it. The ghosts can stay cloaked for just about the duration of the entire match, so don't worry about trying to decloak them or recloak them and stuff like that. And let them take their time and shoot. They're not going to really be noticed that much by spore crawlers or anything. You obviously want to be aware of them before you go sending them into nuke somewhere that's too far away. But what I try and do is keep them well out of harm's range and let the Zerg units try and attack the auto turrets. And so you see I've put my second and third nukes down in these two locations. They're not real hot spots, but they can take out a decent amount of enemies, and they open up the path for you to get to the bigger and more enemy-rich areas. Now you see I throw my next nuke here, and then I'm going to try and move up to the right, see where I'm placing my auto turrets. That way I have a line of sight over the giant cluster of enemy Zerg, and that makes for sort of like the nail in the coffin nuke, if you will. You got to be careful with calling in your nukes, and you got to pay attention to make sure that the ghost that you set to call in that nuke doesn't die, because that can ruin the entire run if you miss a nuke. So you notice I put up at the top right there, I put the nuke sort of on the edge. That's the best way to do it, just to get sort of like some collateral damage on some of the nearby structures. And then after you run out of nukes, which I think I just set my last nuke sort of on the epicenter there of their stronghold. So these two nukes are going to drop, do terrible damage, and then this is the point where you just attack move with your ghosts and then just start spamming turrets everywhere. And you see I'm at 170 at 175 right now, so it's just up for the turrets and the ghosts to go ahead and clean up the last few kills. And you notice they're still cloaked. There's 30 seconds left in the match. You don't have to be too meticulous about the ghosts. They're pretty good on their own. And what a lot of people do, a lot of mistakes that people make, is they try and be tactical with the ghosts and run them around individually to different spots and try to drop nukes. It takes too long to do that, and if you do it in a similar style to this, you'll find that the Covert Ops mission is a lot easier than you think. I appreciate you guys checking out the video. My name is Fake Thriller, and be sure to subscribe so you can check out the next few challenges I'm going to post. Catch you later.